She was smart, efficient, calm under pressure. When something went wrong in the ICU, Kristen Gilbert was always there, quick to respond, first to lead. But what no one realized was that she was the one making patients crash in the first place. Her name is Kristen Gilbert, and this is Serial Whisper. Her story was first brought to my attention by a commenter. Back in 1995, Kristen worked as a nurse at the Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Northampton, Massachusetts. She was well respected amongst her coworkers, reliable, dedicated, always present when a patient coded or flatlined, which happened a lot, and always there when they didn't make it too. Between 1995 and 1996, hospital deaths nearly tripled, but no one understood why. It wasn't until a new director of nursing, Deborah Mon, sifted through the data that a pattern emerged. Kristen had unrestricted access to medications, including epinephrine, a drug that in high doses causes heart attacks. Several patients died unexpectedly. Their charts showed no heart conditions. There were no reasons for them to crash. But digging deeper, it was discovered that many of the deaths occurred during Kristen's shifts. The quiet terror that something might be wrong was confirmed when another nurse reviewed patient medication histories and found that several patients had been given massive amounts of epinephrine without a doctor's order. Massive amounts of epinephrine. In court, prosecutors would later argue that Kristen intentionally caused patients to flatline so that she could step in, revive them, and appear like a hero to the overworked and often clueless doctors and her admiring coworkers. What makes this story the stuff of nightmares, though, is that Kristen allegedly flirted with a security guard who was present during some of the resuscitations, a man named David. One witness reported seeing Kristen holding hands with him while talking in hushed tones about her patient. Another reported seeing them hugging. A third, who worked as a respiratory therapist, said that Kristen told him, "You're my hero, you know that, right?" After one particular episode, she reportedly told him that she loved him, according to his testimony. While this may seem like an odd side note, prosecutors later argued that this part of the story showed Kristen's motive, her need for drama, her desire for attention. It wasn't all sunshine and roses for Kristen, though. Not every patient could be saved, and eventually she couldn't save herself. In 1996, after a series of delayed reactions, miscalculations, and botched medication orders, a major incident report was filed against her. She was also accused of stealing narcotics from the hospital. By this time, suspicions had fallen on her, and her colleagues began to whisper about her behind her back. So Kristen did what any reasonable person would do. She transferred to the cardiac care unit. It was here, in the highest risk area of the hospital, that her luck finally ran out. One night, while working the night shift, she was awoken in her home by a phone call from a hospital security guard. A patient she'd been treating, a 74-year-old veteran named John, had been found dead in his bed. His death was officially attributed to natural causes, but Kristen was suspected. An investigation uncovered that she'd given John massive amounts of insulin, enough to kill him. Other similar deaths came under scrutiny too, as did Kristen's behavior. Witnesses reported that she was evasive, sometimes hostile, defensive, and dismissive when questioned. As the noose tightened around her neck, Kristen resigned. She moved to New York and got a job at a different medical center, which should have been her last mistake. Soon after starting, she was caught stealing narcotics. She was fired. Finally, her license to practice as a nurse was revoked, and she was charged with murder. Prosecutors believe that she may have killed as many as 30 patients, but she was only tried for 4 murders and 2 attempted murders. The statute of limitations had expired for the rest. She was convicted and sentenced to life in prison without parole. Some nurses heal, others harm, and some pretend to save the lives they chose to end. This has been Serial Whispers. Thank you for listening. If you like this episode, please subscribe for more softly spoken true stories. real, haunting, and never forgotten.